next commute didn't begin on the road, but in the sky. No traffic, no red lights, no waiting. Just you, rising above the city like Iron Man. It might sound like science fiction, but it's already real. Around the world, inventors and aerospace engineers are building personal flying vehicles that are changing how we think about travel. From jet-powered suits to electric VTOLs you can store in your garage, flight is no longer reserved for pilots. It's becoming personal. These machines use carbon fiber frames, AI stabilization, and clean electric propulsion to make flying as natural as driving. Today, we'll explore the 8 most advanced flying vehicles on Earth. Real prototypes, real performance, and revolutionary designs pushing humanity off the ground and into a new era of mobility. The future of travel isn't ahead of us, it's already in the air. 8. Flyboard Air. Have you ever imagined gliding through the sky on nothing but a board beneath your feet? The Flyboard Air, created by French inventor Frankie Zapata of Zapata Racing, turns that fantasy into breathtaking reality. This futuristic flying machine is powered by 5 micro-turbine jet engines, each small enough to fit in your hands, yet capable of producing monumental thrust. Together, they generate roughly 250 horsepower, creating a combined lift of 140 kilograms force, kgf. Fueled by kerosene stored in a 37-liter backpack tank, these engines can propel the pilot to speeds exceeding 200 kilometers per hour, 124 miles per hour. The Flyboard Air climbs to an altitude of 150 meters, about 490 feet, and stays airborne for 8 to 10 minutes, enough time to race across bays or soar above city skylines. What keeps the rider balanced is an onboard gyroscopic stabilization system, a network of sensors and processors making thousands of adjustments every second. It reads your posture, tilt, and throttle angle, ensuring that even the smallest movement of your body becomes part of the flight itself. Control is achieved through a handheld wireless throttle paired with subtle body leans. Tilt slightly forward and you accelerate, lean back and you slow down. It's intuitive, almost like surfing the sky. This design reduces the learning curve dramatically compared to other jet-powered systems, letting pilots achieve smooth, stable flight after only a few practice runs. In 2019, Zapata captured global headlines when he became the first person to cross the English Channel on a jet-powered board, traveling nearly 35 kilometers in just 22 minutes, refueling once mid-flight. The image of a lone human cutting through the clouds on a plank of steel and flame became a symbol of what personal flight could soon become. Yes, the Flyboard Air is loud, fiery, and currently impractical for daily commuting, but it represents a monumental leap in human mobility. It's not just a machine, it's the blueprint for the next evolution of personal jet mobility, where individuals will no longer be bound by roads, traffic, or even gravity itself. Number 7. HoverSurf Hoverbike S3. Built by engineers in Moscow, takes the freedom of a motorcycle and lifts it straight into the sky. It looks like something out of Star Wars, and yet it's real, built to fly and already being tested by police forces. This remarkable machine is technically a fully electric quadcopter motorcycle, designed with a carbon fiber monocoque frame that makes it both ultra-light and incredibly strong. It weighs only 114 kilograms, 251 pounds, and can carry a payload of 105 kilograms, 265 pounds, enough for a rider and essential gear. 4 carbon composite rotors spinning at thousands of revolutions per minute generate the lift needed to push this machine up to 16 meters, 52 feet above the ground. Powered by a 12.3 kilowatt-hour lithium-nickel manganese battery, the Hoverbike S3 can cruise at 96 kilometers per hour, 60 mph, for around 20 to 25 minutes before needing a recharge. The battery takes about 2.5 hours to fully recharge using a high-voltage fast charge system, or it can be swapped out for a new module in under 5 minutes. Safety comes first in this design. The Hoverbike S3 includes an auto parachute deployment system, collision avoidance sensors, and automatic landing software, all powered by onboard microprocessors that react faster than a human pilot ever could. Every moment in flight is monitored by a digital flight controller that keeps the bike stable even in crosswinds. And it's not just a showpiece. The Dubai police have tested Hoversurf's vehicles for urban patrol duties, proving that this futuristic craft can operate safely above city streets. The Hoverbike's low noise output and zero emissions make it both eco-friendly and practically silent compared to traditional helicopters. The Hoversurf Hoverbike S3 represents a thrilling convergence of adrenaline and innovation. It's fast, elegant, and shockingly compact, small enough to park in a garage, yet powerful enough to soar above traffic. While today it remains a prototype, tomorrow it could be the first mass-produced personal flying motorcycle, ushering in a future where highways stretch into the sky. Number 6. Copter Pack. What if you could carry your own personal helicopter on your back? It sounds like something out of a Marvel movie, but it's real. The Copter Pack, developed by the Australian company Copter Pack Ptilt, is an electric coaxial rotor backpack redefining personal flight with an elegant, minimalist design that looks like it came straight from Tony Stark's workshop. The design is breathtakingly minimal. At its core lies a carbon fiber monocoque frame, a feather-light structure that weighs just 42 kilograms, about 92 pounds, lighter than most e-bikes. Mounted to it are 2 coaxial rotors, each spinning in opposite directions to cancel torque and maintain perfect balance. Together, these dual blades generate enough lift to carry 120 kilograms, 264 pounds, of payload, sending its pilot soaring up to 1,000 meters, 3,280 feet in the air. The Copter Pack cruises comfortably at 70 kilometers per hour, 43 mph, powered by a high-capacity lithium-ion battery pack that delivers approximately 30 minutes of flight time on a full charge. The system's digital flight controller continuously reads motion and altitude data hundreds of times per second, automatically adjusting thrust for absolute stability, even in windy conditions. Control is handled intuitively. A hand throttle and body tilt interface let the pilot maneuver just by leaning in the desired direction. Tilt forward to accelerate, back to slow down, and the pack responds almost instantly. There's no cockpit, no joystick, and, perhaps most surprisingly, no pilot's license required in many regions. Classified as an ultralight aircraft, the Copter Pack can legally be flown recreationally with minimal training. Its sleek, modular design means it can be stored in a garage or carried in a car trunk, ready to assemble in minutes. Imagine slipping into your flight harness, pressing a button, and lifting off vertically like a human drone. It's fully electric, zero emission, and whisper quiet, ideal for rescue missions, infrastructure inspections, or emergency response where traditional helicopters can't go. More than just a gadget, the Copter Pack represents the dawn of personal vertical mobility, a future where taking off isn't reserved for pilots, but for anyone bold enough to strap on their wings. It's elegant, efficient, and electrifying, proof that the age of wearable flight has already begun. Number 5. Gravity Industries Jetsuit. Have you ever dreamed of flying like Iron Man, soaring through the sky powered only by your own body? That fantasy is no longer confined to the movie screen. The Gravity Industries Jetsuit, developed by British inventor and former Royal Marine Richard Browning, transforms that dream into an awe-inspiring reality. This is the first truly functional wearable jet propulsion system in the world, a machine that turns the human body into an aircraft. The technology behind it is as incredible as it sounds. The suit uses 5 miniature gas turbines, each producing over 50 pounds of thrust, burning aviation fuel or diesel. 2 engines are mounted on each arm, while the 5th sits on the pilot's back, together delivering more than 1,050 horsepower of raw, controllable lift. Fueled by Jet A1 or standard diesel, the Pilot carries about 5 to 10 liters of fuel per flight, enough for 5 to 10 minutes of sustained flight time depending on weight and weather conditions. What makes the jet suit extraordinary is its manual thrust vectoring control. Unlike a drone or plane, there's no joystick or autopilot. The pilot simply tilts and moves their arms to direct thrust, controlling both speed and direction with pure body movement. With practice, pilots can reach speeds of up to 85 kilometers per hour, 53 miles per hour, and ascend to heights of 3,600 meters, 11,800 feet, though most flights occur much lower for safety. The sensation is said to feel completely natural, like balancing on invisible pillars of air. Built from lightweight carbon fiber and 3D printed aluminum, the entire system weighs just 27 kilograms, 60 pounds, when empty. The suit can be donned in under 2 minutes, and every flight is computer monitored to maintain stability and prevent fuel starvation mid-air. Despite its compact size, the thrust-to-weight ratio exceeds that of a Formula One car engine. Priced at around $440,000 USD, the jet suit has already proven itself far beyond entertainment. It's being tested for mountain rescue operations, offshore inspection, and even rapid military deployment in rugged terrain, offering mobility where helicopters can't reach. More than a machine, the Gravity jet suit represents the next step in human evolution, the moment where people stop relying on aircraft and become them. It's not just technology, it's human flight, redefined. Number 4. Jetson 1, a Swedish-made personal electric aircraft that's transforming flight into something anyone can experience. The Jetson 1 is often called the Tesla of the skies, and for good reason. It's sleek, silent, and completely electric, built to make personal flight as simple as driving a car. Weighing only 86 kilograms, 190 pounds, this single-seat electric vertical takeoff and landing craft, or eVTOL, is built on an ultralight aluminum and carbon fiber frame. Don't let its size fool you. This little machine packs a total power output of 118 horsepower, distributed across 8 high-torque brushless electric motors. Each motor drives its own rotor, forming a symmetrical octagonal layout that guarantees perfect balance and redundancy. Even if one motor fails, the system automatically stabilizes itself to ensure a safe landing. The Jetson 1 can climb and cruise at 102 kilometers per hour, 63 mph, with a flight time of 20 minutes, powered by a lithium-ion battery pack rated at 88 kilowatt-hours. But the real genius lies in its AI-assisted flight control system. Triple redundant flight computers constantly monitor position, altitude, and acceleration up to 1,000 times per second, automatically correcting pitch and yaw to keep the aircraft stable. The pilot doesn't need any complex aviation training. A simple joystick and throttle lever handle everything, while fly-by-wire software interprets commands and keeps the ride smooth. Safety was a cornerstone of Jetson's design. It includes auto hover stabilization, terrain avoidance sensors, and even a ballistic parachute system for emergencies. The craft is programmed to land itself if the pilot releases the controls or if the battery drops below a critical level. At 92,000 USD, it's not cheap, but it's far more affordable than any traditional aircraft. And with over 5,000 pre-orders worldwide, the demand is proving that the public is ready for this next leap in mobility. The Jetson 1 isn't just a flying vehicle. It's a glimpse into a future where flight is as personal as driving. Soon, going to work might mean walking into your backyard, strapping in, and soaring straight toward the horizon. Number 3. Pivotal Helix, a groundbreaking electric ultralight aircraft built in the United States. The first personal flyer designed for everyday people, not professional pilots. The Helix is feather-light, yet incredibly strong, built from carbon composite materials and precision-engineered aluminum joints. It weighs only 115 kilograms, 254 pounds, classifying it under FAA Part 103 ultralight regulations, meaning you don't need a pilot's license to fly it. Despite its small footprint, it delivers the experience of a full-sized aircraft, but simplified and fully automated. Powered by a 9 kilowatt-hour lithium battery pack, the Helix offers a flight duration of around 20 minutes and a range of 32 kilometers, 20 miles on a single charge. It cruises smoothly at 100 kilometers per hour, 62 mph, giving you the sensation of gliding through the air like a bird. It takes off vertically, hovers effortlessly, and can even perform short runway launches when needed. A hybrid VTOL fixed-wing design that combines agility with range. The real genius of the Helix lies in its AI-assisted flight control system. This isn't just autopilot, it's an entire digital co-pilot built into the aircraft. The onboard computer manages stabilization, navigation, and flight safety in real time. It's capable of auto takeoff, auto hover, and auto landing, adjusting for wind, battery levels, and terrain. If you let go of the controls, it will automatically stabilize itself and, if necessary, bring you safely back to the ground. Flying the Helix feels more like playing a video game than operating a plane. With a simple joystick and throttle lever, the pilot can take off, cruise, and land while the system constantly assists to keep the flight smooth and steady. It even includes emergency hover, return-to-home navigation, and an auto-landing parachute system for added peace of mind. At $190,000 USD, it's not cheap, but it's revolutionary. With more than 2,000 pre-orders already placed, Pivotal is preparing to build the first urban air mobility network for charging and takeoff. The Helix marks the beginning of a new era, plug-and-play aviation, where personal flight isn't reserved for the elite, but for anyone bold enough to lift off from their backyard and rewrite the definition of freedom. Number 2. Airspeeder Mk3. The world's first crewed electric flying race car built by Alauda Aeronautics in Australia. Designed to combine the thrill of motorsport with the freedom of flight, this machine is turning science fiction into a competitive sport, the birth of Formula One in the sky. The Mk3 is a marvel of modern aviation technology. Measuring 4.1 meters, 13.5 feet long, and weighing just 130 kilograms, 286 pounds without the pilot, it's built around a carbon fiber monocoque chassis, the same material used in high-performance fighter jets and racing cars. Its aerodynamic frame is powered by 8 electric rotors, arranged symmetrically for distributed propulsion. This configuration provides instant vertical lift, incredible stability, and the agility to bank, climb, and accelerate like no aircraft before it. The power system delivers an astonishing 320 kilowatts of thrust, equivalent to 430 horsepower, propelling the Airspeeder to speeds exceeding 300 kilometers per hour, 186 miles per hour. Yet, unlike traditional aircraft, it can take off vertically, no runway required, and hover mid-air as it waits for the race lights to turn green. Each battery module is lithium polymer-based, designed for rapid swaps between races, giving the craft around 15 minutes of high-speed flight per charge. But in a sport where collisions happen in 3 dimensions, safety is everything. The Airspeeder Mk3 comes equipped with an AI-driven collision avoidance system, using LiDAR and radar sensors to map the environment in real time. This allows multiple craft to race within meters of each other at extreme speeds, safely. If 2 aircraft get too close, the onboard AI automatically adjusts their trajectories to prevent impact. These flying racers aren't just concepts. Pilots are already training in VR simulators and real-world prototypes for the first Airspeeder Racing League, complete with 3D aerial circuits and mid-air overtakes. The races will feature vertical ascents, free-fall dives, and tight cornering turns suspended hundreds of meters above the ground. This is more than competition. It's the dawn of aerial motorsport, where electric propulsion meets human daring. The Airspeeder Mk3 isn't just flying, it's rewriting the rules of speed, sport, and the sky itself. Number 1, the XTI Tri-Fan 600 isn't just another aircraft, it's a complete redefinition of how humans move through the sky. Designed by XTI Aircraft in the United States, this hybrid electric vertical takeoff and landing jet, or VTOL, bridges the impossible gap between a helicopter's flexibility and a business jet's speed and range. It represents a dream that aviation pioneers have chased for over a century, true door-to-door air travel without airports, traffic, or delays. At the heart of the Tri-Fan 600 is a turboshaft hybrid propulsion system, combining advanced electric motors with a turbine generator that together deliver more than 1,300 shaft horsepower. This power drives 3 massive ducted fans, 2 embedded in the wings and 1 in the tail. For takeoff, the fans tilt vertically, creating lift strong enough to launch straight up from a rooftop or helipad. Once airborne, they rotate forward, transforming the aircraft from helicopter mode into high-speed jet flight in seconds. The numbers speak for themselves. The Tri-Fan 600 achieves a cruise speed of 610 kilometers per hour, 379 miles per hour, climbs to an altitude of 9,100 meters, 30,000 feet, and travels up to 2,414 kilometers, 1,500 miles on a single flight. It carries 6 people, 1 pilot and 5 passengers in a pressurized luxury cabin that rivals the interior of modern business jets. Inside, travelers are surrounded by panoramic windows, ergonomic leather seating, and a fully digital flight deck, merging power and elegance in perfect harmony. But what truly sets the Tri-Fan 600 apart is its freedom. It doesn't need a runway. It can land on helipads, parking lots, or even private estates, bypassing the entire airport system. A trip from New York to Washington, D.C. that normally takes 5 hours by car could be completed in just 90 minutes, door to door. Door to door has already been scheduled. Expected to receive FAA Part 23 certification by 2025, this futuristic aircraft is priced around $6.5 million, placing it alongside high-end business jets, yet offering unmatched versatility and efficiency. This is more than transformation. The XTI Tri-Fan 600 marks the dawn of a new mobility era, where the sky is no longer a destination, it's the highway of tomorrow. From jet suits that make us feel like superheroes to futuristic aircraft ready to replace roads and runways, we are witnessing a turning point in human transportation. The future isn't coming, it's already taking off before our eyes. So, which of these incredible flying machines captured your imagination the most? Which one would you dare to pilot? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love exploring the world's most groundbreaking technologies, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the next revolution in travel is already in the air. See you in the future.